Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 7th grade math. Getting you ready for next year. Multiplying and dividing integers. That means multiplying and dividing positive and negative numbers. Your objective for this video is, as a student, you should be able to multiply and divide positive and negative numbers accurately. Our goal, show me that you can do it. You should be able to get 100% on your exit ticket. That means I want them all correct. Now, we're going to go ahead and get started. You are on graphic organizer number 1. This time you should be working on side 2. Remember, ordering was on side 1. Okay, side 2, what we're going to use. Okay, integers in real life, just to let you know, money, temperature, and sea level. We will talk about bills and allowances, debits and credits, bank accounts, when you owe money, temperature below and above 0, and sea level below and above sea level. Now, that being said, we're going to go ahead and start with the rules to multiplying and dividing. Now, there is a bunch of rules to remember, okay? However, there's also a strategy that we can use to make it quick and easy. So we're going to talk about these rules really quickly, and you should write these down, okay? Number 1, when we are multiplying and dividing, you should multiply or divide the numbers like usual. Okay, it should say multiply and divide the numbers like usual. And 2, if the integers have the same signs, the answer will be positive. If the integers have different signs, it's going to be negative. What we mean is a negative times a negative is going to be a positive. Okay? A negative divided by a negative is going to be a positive because they are both the same sign. Now, that gets weird. So, okay, you can write these down, get them on your notes. However, I'm going to show you the Pizza Steve method. Wait, Pizza Steve? Who is he? Well, you're going to hear Mr. Multivision, you're going to hear all kinds of different names for him, okay? Quite honestly, this is just the triangle method, and I call him Pizza Steve. Now, I call him Pizza Steve because this is Karina's boyfriend, and Karina really likes this guy because he's really helpful, okay? And he's kind of cheesy. So, between the two of them, that's why she likes him. All right, so what do we got? The Pizza Steve method, you notice that we have in the eyes, we have 2 negative signs, and then for the mouth and the nose, we have a positive sign. That's really important because I'm going to show that and use that throughout this video. Alright, so example number 1. Remember, I'm going to use the Pizza Steve example. So, Pizza Steve, I'm going to draw it in my corner. It's a negative, negative, and a positive. Draw them out for these, okay? Draw it at the top of your paper every time or every problem. Doesn't matter, but you need to learn how to remember this because this is your strategy. So, 7. That 7 is not a negative number, is a positive number. So what we would do is we would go ahead and erase or cross out the positive sign. And the second one is a negative 8. So we would erase or cross out the positive sign, or the negative sign, I'm sorry. What do we have left? It's a negative. Our answer is negative. 7 times 8, well, that's 56. So our answer is negative 56. That's all we did. That's it. Okay. Next one. Okay. Once again, you need a Pizza Steve. Negative, negative, positive. All right, we have a negative 3. So we're going to cross out the first negative. And we have another negative 9. Sorry, negative 3, negative 9. I'm getting them mixed up. Can't even read today. Go ahead and cross them both out. What do you have left? Well, you got the plus sign. Remember, a negative times negative is a positive. 9 times 3 is 27. It's positive 27. There we go. All right, next one. Ooh, this one is division. Guess what? We still use Pizza Steve. Negative, negative, positive. All right, 42. That's a positive number, so cross the mouth out. It's negative 6. That's a negative number. What do we have left? Well, we've got a negative answer. Now we just need to do the division. 42 divided by 6 is 7. So our answer is negative 7. Next one. Example number 4. Once again, we need a Pizza Steve. All right, so there we go. Negative, negative, positive. 2 negatives and a positive. What do we have? Well, we've got a positive 48, so we cross off the mouth, and we have a negative 8. So what we're going to do is cross off one of the negatives. We have a negative left. 48 divided by 8, what is that? Well, that is actually 6. Our answer is negative 6. All right. We are now on example number 5. Oh, negative 18 divided by 3. Remember, we need Pizza Steve. Okay, negative 18, that's a negative, crossed off. divided by 3, that's a positive. Cross that off. Our answer is going to be negative. 18 divided by 3, that's 6. Our answer is negative 6. And, woo, trying to challenge you. Now, this is where we got to be careful. Okay? You got to be very, very, very careful. And this time you're actually going to need to do 2 Pizza Steves. 2 Pizza Steves because you're going to do 2 different steps. So, here we go. Start with Pizza Steve, and then I'm going to do another one down here just because we're going to need it. So, first thing you would do, work left to right because they're all multiplying. Negative 6 times negative 3. Remember, a negative times a negative. So we take both of those negatives out, we're left over with a plus. So 6 times 3 is 18. And then we also have to multiply that by negative 2 because that's our next step. So we're going to use the second Pizza Steve. Yep, this guy down here, the hot and juicy. Okay, 18 is a positive, so we're going to cross out the guy's mouth. And negative 2, that's a negative, so we're going to cross off one of the eyes. Our answer is negative. And what is 18 times 2? Well, that is actually 36. Our answer is negative 36. Sorry, I'm yawning. All right, guys. This is your independent practice. I want you guys to go ahead and do this. Those ones, I know they look a little funny. They are division. Okay? Number 1 and 2 and 3 are division. Also, number 5, I know they kind of look like adding signs. They are not. They are all division. Okay? I want you to go ahead and do those. Pause the video. I'll show them to you in just a second. Go. All right. I'm going to put Pizza Steve here on the side. We're going to continue down here. Okay. We have a negative and a negative. I would have crossed off both negatives and given my answer as a positive. 45 divided by 9, that is 5. Should have had a positive 5. We have negative 6 divided by negative 2. Both of those are negative. The leftover on my Pizza Steve is the plus sign, so it's a positive answer. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Negative 10 divided by negative 2. Both of those are negative. Wow. Hey, our answer is going to be positive then. 10 divided by 2 is 5. This next one, we have 2 times negative 7. We would cross off the mouth and one of the eyes, which would have left us a negative. 2 times negative 7 is negative 14. 4 divided by negative 1. 4 is a positive, so we'd cross off the mouth. Negative 1 is one of the eyes we would cross off. That's going to give us a negative answer. And 4 divided by 1 is 4, so our answer is negative 4. All right, now, last one, negative 6 times 3. Negative 6 is a negative number, so we cross off one of the eyes. And 3 is a positive number, so we're going to cross off the mouth. 6 times 3 is 18. Our answer should have been negative 18. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your 6 independent practice. Right now, it's time for you to do your exit ticket. We have 4 for you. Please show these to Mr. Williams when you're done. They need to be checked. All right? And if you can, tell me which team I am rooting for at the end of this video. You will write it down on a post-it note if you remember who it is and you're watching this video, and you put it in the cup but on my desk. You've entered into a drawing, okay, for a free gift. That being said, finish this exit ticket. All right, which team I'm rooting for? Well, I'm watching the Sharks and the Oilers. You need to write down your name and the Oilers. Oilers. You write that down. You put it down on that sticky note with your name on it. You put it in my cup on my desk. Congratulations, you're entered into a drawing. I don't know if it's going to be homework passes or maybe some candy. Something today. All right, good luck. I'm out.